Hi there. Thanks for checking out another edition of Northern Transmissions. This week we had the pleasure of chatting with Kevin Henrik of the Sub Pop band Male Bonding while on tour in beautiful Bern, Switzerland. Since the band is on the road right now, we talked about their extensive touring through Europe and North America, as well as it being their first time as headliners.
Quite amazed at some of the responses. Like Amsterdam was incredible. We're really shocked. We weren't expecting such a sort of busy and crazy crowd, and that kind of lifted our morale quite a lot. And then Paris was equally good as well. Paris was really good, and Paris is kind of notoriously difficult city to crack, you know. So they have their own thing going on, you know. They got their own rhythm there, and I think we've been sort of knocking at the door for a bit, and I think they might be letting us in a little bit now. Absolutely love, North America, Canada, everything. We've done a lot of touring, and we've done a lot of touring supporting other bands, so it's these amazing opportunities that we would never ever kind of complain about. It's been amazing, but only just this recent tour and forthcoming tours are we out sort of under our own steam, and we're headlining, and it feels like it's a true test, and it's revealing to be that way. We go out there, and some of the shows like the New York and the bigger towns and are incredible. They're amazing, but suddenly we're in Middle America, and we're in Middle America, and it's like, okay, we've got work to do. But it's great, and we prefer that challenge, and we'd rather, it's time we took the plunge and go out on our own. And even the UK and Europe, we're headlining really extensively for the first time, and it feels a lot better. It feels like we're kind of, we're being judged, on our own sort of merit.
Shoulder,
And that was the track Before It's Gone from Male Bonding off their 2011 release, Endless Now. Thanks again for listening to Northern Transmissions. I hope you're enjoying my interview with Kevin from the band Male Bonding. We talked a little bit about their DIY approach on the first record and the new direction that they kind of took on the second album and recording it in New York State, where coincidentally a certain band, the Connells, had recorded a favorite song of theirs as well.
We were DIY, but like not really hugely like self-aware of that. You know, we just did it because we didn't want to kind of wait around and have someone else do things for us. Even though we kind of started our own label and, you know, put out our early releases and other people's, you know, friends' bands and bands we just liked the sound of from, you know, overseas. And it kind of picked up a bit of momentum. And then it was doing that actually brought us to the attention of Sub Pop. So, and we were just huge fans of Sub Pop, you know, for you know, in our youth and stuff. So it was a no-brainer for us. I mean, we never intended to release our own album. We never even thought about what would happen with our album. In fact, there was another label that was interested in doing it, and we were kind of shocked by that, let alone Sub Pop coming in. So, you know, it was just a kind of a dream come true, to be honest. So recording in this church in Woodstock was absolutely amazing. It was the time of year it had a lot of snowfall, but when we were there, it just started to get sunny, so everything was like illuminated, and in the church they had these giant like stained glass windows, and you know, the sun was just shining there every morning. It was really amazing, actually. And then we found out the Connells recorded there, and it was just like dreamy. Yeah, it absolutely blew our minds. Like we took a lot of flack for liking that song as well. I mean, do you know the song 74, 75?
I don't know it, to be honest with you, but
it's a really kind of like it's amazing, but it's really. You know, it was a huge like hit in the 90s. Like it's like a real corny, kind of cheesy like song, and like, but we were really into it. Yeah, we used to come on stage to it, and I wouldn't say tongue in cheek, but like it was definitely like not very serious. To be honest, I found recording Nothing Hurts more difficult. I didn't really enjoy that recording session, if I'm honest. Because up until that point, we'd kind of done everything ourselves, like quite to the extreme. And so, you know, any recordings we did with our friend Rory, and we were very, very like deeply involved with, you know, how we sounded, and you know, and how, you know, however bad it was, we kind of felt like we knew what we were doing. And then we did this recording in New York for the first album, for Nothing Hurts, and we just sort of handed all that over to this other guy, and I didn't enjoy it at all. And it was a short amount of time. We ran out of time. It was like, you know, there was way too much emphasis on getting things right. And like a lot of I found like a lot of feel was lost, you know, during the process. We got there in the end, like we got it, you know, with the mixing, we kind of saved that record. But for me personally, and I was ill as well, I'm never ill, so, you know, it wasn't a pleasurable experience for me. Whereas this record, we spent the most time we'd ever spent on a recording, and so even though we worked harder because we did more, it was just nice to have that time, and again, like being in that environment was just, you know, quite inspiring. So the whole thing was good.
Thanks, guys, for listening. If you want further information on Male Bonding, you can check out their website, malebondingblog.blogspot.com, where you can check out their tour dates, MP3s, all that jazz. If you'd like more info about our show, you can email us at northerntransmissions@gmail.com, or you can check out our brand new website. Please do at www.northerntransmissions.com. Let's check out a song from the band. This is the track Weird Feelings off the 2010 record Nothing Hurts.
And the second album, I mean, you have a lot of songs that are, you know, in the 4, you even have one that's 6 minutes long. Is this,
Yeah.
Do you feel you guys are changing and, I hate to use the word maturing as songwriters, or?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, at least I certainly hope that we're changing. I mean, I feel like we haven't moved massively away from the first record, but we definitely have moved away from it, you know, and where that will go next, I don't know. And for me, I hope it, you know, takes a slightly different turn, you know, just to keep it, like, interesting. But the thing is with us, we don't really force it, and we certainly don't dwell on anything we do, which has its upside and its downside, I think. To this point, I think we've done well by not dwelling on anything, but now maybe is the time to actually think about what we're doing a bit more. I don't know. But usually we just we don't sort of, you know, if it's bad, it gets kicked out of the room, you know, and then we can move on.
Cool. And I know you guys recorded a track with Rivers Cuomo. How did, if I'm not mistaken, how did that come about?
Well, we were on tour in Glasgow in Scotland, and we were crashing on someone's floor, a friend's floor, and I was in bed with John, and Robin was at our feet. And then Robin, we woke up in the morning, and Robin's like, "You're not going to believe this. We got this email from Rivers Cuomo asking to collaborate with us on a song." To be honest, we just thought it was one of our friends winding us up. So we didn't take it too seriously at first, and it kind of got left for quite a while, and then it turned out to be a truth. And so, yeah, we didn't really understand why, but we kind of went along with it. And it was last year, Weezer came over to play Reading Festival, and just before they played Reading Festival, Rivers he booked a studio in London and met us there. Literally he flew from LA and took a car from the airport to the studio. And we just sat down with him, and he said he had a couple of ideas, but he was interested in our ideas. So we played him a couple of things that we literally rehearsed the night before, and he was just like punching the air. He was really excited about these songs, so we just picked one of them and started working on it, and it was very surreal. And, you know, it's actually quite amazing to see how he works and how, you know, I felt that he entered that studio and wasn't going to leave without a song, and it's kind of quite educational to see how he went about that.
Thanks again for listening, guys, to another episode of Northern Transmissions. I hope you enjoyed our conversation with Kevin Hendrick from the band Male Bonding. Thank you to my producer, Spencer Carson, for doing a terrific job. And as always, I am Charles Brownstein. Oh, and as I forgot to mention before, you can also find us on Twitter at Northern Trans. Finally, we talked a little bit about the times in between shows and getting ready mentally to bring it all to the stage.
So we've just got into this routine, certainly in Europe, and again, the benefit from headlining is we sound check and then we all go on a big walk. Whatever town or city we're playing in, we've been going on these big walks around the city, and somehow that kind of like re-energizes us, even though they keep feeding us with bread and cheese until we're like bleeding cheese. But yeah, so it can be difficult, and you do have to, I don't know, I found that if you just, somehow those shows where there's no one there can be the best shows, you know, but like, yeah, sometimes if you're like 5 weeks in to touring, which we kind of are, that's kind of where we're at now, and yeah, you know, it's hard to like maintain a balance between, you know, all of us on stage to like be super pumped, you know, when there's like one man and his dog there, but fortunately that doesn't happen so much these days. So there's always a few people there that seem to be really into it. So it's their show, you know.